Alright, there we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the second installment of the Cool Arrows podcast. My name is Michael, and this is my good Sigma male Ramses. And
Hey everyone, it's
I
me.
Ramses didn't make any talking points for this week, so we're already off to a good commitment on this podcast for making it a
Yeah, I really
well-oiled
like the
machine.
direction. I really like the direction this is going in.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, so have you looked into the Kennedy assassination recently,
I
Michael?
I guess that's my name. No, I haven't. Why? Is there any new findings that you found, or
Oh no, I mean,
just
I don't
in
think
general you want me to see about
nah,
it?
yeah.
Okay. No, I haven't really. I got really into it in middle school for a few weeks, and then it.
Honestly, conspiracy theories were the shit in middle school.
I mean,
Like,
I still like reading them now because it's just weird how people get on people fall for a slippery slope fallacy that they make up in their heads, and then they try to get everybody online to agree with them, no matter how ridiculous it is.
uh-huh.
That's pretty much the basis for every conspiracy theory. It's just some dude had a weird anxiety fit about something, two things correlated in his head somehow. He's like, they're connected. Everyone needs to know about this.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what you do if you think there's like pedophile cults, trying to eat your children's brain cells. You know what I mean? I don't think if you genuinely believe that was the case, you wouldn't just stand by.
I mean, it's not, but I'm not a kid anymore, so what's a pedophile gonna do to me, you know? I don't gotta worry about pedophiles for shit, bro.
What if like Donald Trump said that? Do you think he would like get more like support or like lose some support?
I think he would lose a lot of support, Ramses. I think there's a worldwide hatred for pedophiles.
No, but don't people like that he like doesn't give a shit?
He says it how it is. I mean, if he no, he probably people would find it funny, I guess. If he
Yeah.
supported pedophiles, he'd probably lose
Yeah.
support.
If you liked him, you'll like, hey, he was joking. That's locker room talk. But if you like were looking for a reason to hate him, you just add that onto it.
Yeah, true. I mean, even if he supported pedophiles, people were like, at least he's honest.
Who
I know what I'm getting when I support him.
in what public sphere does a pedophile have grounds to share his affection towards Trump?
That's so
Pedos
weird.
for Trump.
Speaking of pedophiles, what is your take on the recent Chris Chan lore that's come out?
Oh, the reverse pedophilia.
Yeah.
It's um it's very Oedipal. You're familiar with the story of Oedipus, right?
No, I'm not.
Well, it's basically this ancient son of a bitch. Anyways, it's this ancient Greek tale where this king gets a prophecy that his son is gonna kill him and sleep with his wife, which is the son's mom.
Hmm.
And in order to prevent that from happening, I think he just like puts him in a basket and throws him up the river or something. Or the mom did that so he wouldn't kill the kid or whatever.
Yeah.
And then many years later, Oedipus came back and then he didn't recognize his father or his mother. So then the prophecy is fulfilled. He kills the king and then sleeps with his wife. And then later on, some like magic person comes to him and tells him or like shows him the truth that he killed his dad and slept with his mom. And then he stabs his eyes out for finding out the truth. Well,
Yeah. The
anyways,
only problem is that Chris or
no,
yeah,
no, this
Chris
is
Chan
like,
knows. That's his mom.
No, no, but there's a reason why it's called the Oedipus complex. It's
Hmm.
because, well, in psychology, it's the idea that Sigmund Freud throughout that, like, as a kid, you like low key like want to like kill your dad and sleep with your mom or whatever. And that's like, but that's like when you're a kid, when like your mom's like your whole world or whatever. You're the just like a precursor to what the actual world is.
Hmm.
And then if you're for some reason stuck in that childlike mindset, never like become independent, always like socially awkward and all those good things, um, all the classics,
Yeah.
uh, you might end up a little off, let's put it that way.
No, for sure he's off. But something like this kind of like re-sparked an interest in a Christian that I think I
Are you
found.
saying it was great for publicity?
Well, for me, because I mean, like, I like originally like heard about him back in like whenever kind of like the meme culture was big on like Facebook in like 2012, I think.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. There's like a time before Instagram where like meme pages were like always on Facebook, so I was on
Hmm.
Facebook a lot, and they would
Yeah.
always like make fun of this like fat autistic person, which is Christian, and like all I knew was the name, and I knew people would just like pick on him, and now because of like that's when like snapped in my head because I saw it trending on Twitter and like everyone was like reasonably mortified by what he did, but
Well,
it made me like catch up like on all the shit like I missed and like even went back to like the shit that like I was like witnessing happen like back in the
what do
day,
you
and it's
mean?
like really fucked like everything that has to do with Christian because the dude has been like literally bullied on the internet for like a decade and a half now.
Oh yeah, I saw this thing where like they knew every square inch of his house, and it was
Hmm.
like the Christian map layout or something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. But what's really fucked up is like I started watching like some dude like made a giant documentary series on Christian, and there's like 50 installments, and they're all like half an hour each. Like that's how much like dirt there is on this dude, and like how much he's been like bullied and like trolled throughout the years. But
Well,
like,
that's the thing. He's reacting to it.
yeah, that's why like I used to originally think it was just like people like calling him like, "Oh, you're a stupid idiot," and then him getting really upset. But it gets like a lot darker than that I didn't know happened.
Yeah.
Like, think about like the worst things you could trick someone into doing. It's probably been done to Christian.
Yeah, like the stuff with like the sex doll and then like a 13-year-old boy pretending to be a girl and stuff.
Yeah, that's. I just got to the episode where like they like talked about the 13-year-old dude, and like that dude like literally like tortures him psychologically for like 45 minutes. Like it's so bad. But the like weird thing about it is like just saw like there's a video of him getting arrested like 2 days
Chris
ago.
Chan?
Yeah.
Oh, for the thing. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But what's weird is that the people went to film them or that went to film him being arrested, like there's a girl that was there and the girl had the exact same voice of someone who like 15 years ago took him on a date for a troll. So it's like there's this small community that has been like harassing an autistic dude for 15 plus years.
Never gets old.
It's just crazy cuz like at that point they've like essentially like become characters in like this giant like learning arc for Christian, I guess, which is really fucking weird. Cuz like
Yeah, I
I
kind of
think
see where
like
you're getting at.
I
Yeah.
mean the people that have been there from like there's a lot of people that like did something really fucked up to him and they vanished, but like the people that have been like lightly like I say in quotation marks like lightly because everything's pretty bad, but like lightly trolling him, like they've been
Uh-huh.
around for like a decade and a half, and it's just crazy that people have like that much dedication to it. Like they know every aspect of his life.
Yeah, it's weird because yeah, I saw another thing about it. Where Christian is like a giant like how do I put it? Or he's like a source of like scapegoatism for like people that are that are like him, like autistic and like awkward and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're like they put everything bad about themselves onto Christian, and then get well. Those are the ones that like harass him like the most intensely.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've seen like
But like,
there's like pictures that leaked of the people that troll him the most, and like they don't look that much better than Christian.
yeah. That's the thing. Like, apparently, one of his like most like, or in the early days, one of his most egregious like haters or trolls or whatever,
Mm.
like was like so vocal about how bad Chris Chan is that the people that were like bullying Chris Chan eventually turned on him and then bullied him into oblivion. Because yeah, like you said, he wasn't much better than Chris Chan.
I don't think anyone that, because it's like weird, because I mean, there's one dude who's really fucking funny, and like the
Mhm.
rest of them are like the worst people in the world. Because like one dude is like imitating him,
Uh-huh.
like, because the whole thing is that like Christian like made a comic book, and like every one of his fans is just like a different troll that's fucking with him. And then like from that he kind of thinks he has a fan base. So one dude no, one dude started dressing up as Christian and like talking like him, and he was saying like he's like really successful overseas. And so like I think they call him Liquid Chris, because I think in Metal Gear Solid there's like Snake and then Liquid Snake, like it's like an evil impersonator or whatever. So
Uh-huh.
like they just call him Liquid Chris, and it's just like it's so fucking convoluted, but it's like the only thing that's not cruel, cause like like Chris like completely falls for it. So like he's trying to prove, like everyone knows it's not Christian, but he's trying to prove that the imposter is not him. But everyone's just acting like that's the real Christian.
See, but that's where the fun comes in, though.
Yeah,
That's the appeal.
that shit's really funny. But it's like they're like that's like the only example I've seen where it hasn't been taken too far. Cause like that dude's actually like trying to be funny. Like it seems like the majority of people that are like doing shit to him, like they're doing it to like just be mean, while that dude's like actually trying to make
Yeah.
like a scene out of everything. Cause they're like he challenged Chris to a karaoke battle, and the
See?
real Christian lost. So beautiful, dude.
But that's, like I said, that's the appeal. That's like where it can be like kept pure and fun, and maybe like even Chris Chan can like be lifted out of, the hole, whatever personal holes he's in or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like when there's like a weird kid in your class, and instead of bullying him, you can just like pretend he's really good at everything.
Yeah. You know what? I don't mean to put you on blast, but what's kind of funny is that Christian has a college degree and you don't.
Uh,
I think it took him like 6 years to get or something, but he has like a bachelor's degree in something.
oh, that's good.
But yeah, it's
Looks
just
like you and
crazy.
Christian have one more thing in common.
But no, it's just weird because like we can't even commit that like heavily to doing stuff created. Like these people have committed for 15 years on researching and fucking with this dude.
Well, the thing with that is that they get immediate results from their endeavors.
Ah, there's so
So,
much fucking lore behind that dude. Cause like everything that he thinks he writes down, and then everyone just immediately like goes with it. So like, and like there's like phone calls that like women call him and pretend they're attracted to them, and they like know like every character arc he's went through already. Like they know every instance of his life that's been on the internet. Cause there's like some lady who was like talking to him in like 2009, and she was referencing shit that happened like in 2004, and it's just like
Jesus.
weird as shit. I mean, they're really adamant about it. I can give them that. At least the people that are like nice about it, you know.
Hmm.
It's just weird to see that we have like an actual documented version of like what happens when you give kids like when you don't. It's kind of like, you know how you like pick, like people just pick on like a kid in high school or in like middle school or elementary school, and then there's always a
Uh-huh.
kid that takes it too far. Like we have
Uh-huh.
documented evidence of that happening, and everyone can see it. like
And
you,
I don't know whether to look in awe or not.
yeah, it's just weird. I would, if you have free time, I try getting into the documentary. It's actually pretty interesting.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say if you have free time, we should join
Let's go
in.
fuck with Christian.
uh, should we white knight Christian?
I think people have tried.
Well, you know what? Never mind. I forgot. It's a little too late. Uh,
All right, guys, it's not his fault.
yeah, yeah, he's a lost cause.
I mean, to be fair, what happened could have been prevented if like government people were like actually watching over him. Because I don't think he's allowed.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, no, because like his father died and his mother had dementia, so like he was like completely unsupervised, and that's why like that happened. So it's
Taking
kind of
care of
like,
his mom.
yeah, if someone gave him a caretaker or something, like that would not have happened.
Yeah, but well, I mean, it's probably just like government incompetence or whatever, or not being like updated on how technology works. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like the
yeah,
people,
I guess you're right.
he's pretty much been unsupervised for like since his dad passed away, which was like
Uh-huh.
10 years ago. And
Uh-huh.
like the government like never stepped in to give him a caretaker.
Well, aren't you like, are
Uh,
you supposed to sign up or something or
well,
what?
that's the thing. When his parents passed away, he probably just stopped going to the doctor like altogether for like checkups and shit because he didn't have to.
Hmm.
I don't. I'm not that far into the documentary yet. I still got some years to go.
Jesus.
Other than that, is there anything cool happening with you, bro? Learn anything new?
Um, I did a show with this guy on Disney Channel. His name's JC Koreas. Koreas, big guy, big fro, like fluffy fro like hair.
That's right.
Um, he's pretty cool. Yeah, it was a nice uh what's the word? Redemption arc because a few weeks ago I hosted at a show.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I don't want to say I bombed because I mean they kind of laugh, but like it just didn't go well. Let's put it that way. Uh,
Was it like an open mic or?
oh no, it was a show I hosted, like a show that
Oh, you
people paid
hosted. My
money,
bad. Yeah.
that people paid money to come see. And
Well, I mean, they're not there for you if you're hosting, so it's kind of
no,
understandable.
I mean I guess so, but ideally,
Ideally, you want to try and warm them up, I guess.
yeah, ideally you want to do good in front of the people that give you stage time.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that went on, and but oh, okay, I guess the best way to summarize it is the guy that was DJing, he was like, well, they stuck with you, they stuck with you, bud.
Oh
So
no,
I
he
mean,
called you
like,
Bud. Damn.
well, I mean they're white, so like they'll call you buddy. Like at first I thought it was special. I thought like it was only for me, but then he like started calling like they call everyone else buddy.
I hate how there's a
And
disconnect there because I feel like if someone like is around my age and they call me buddy, like I think they think I'm retarded. But like if an older person calls me buddy, it's kind of like, I don't know about you, bro. I don't know what your intentions are.
uh, well, isn't that kind of the same thing?
What do you mean?
But except it's just like the distance of like or how far they perceive you from themselves. because it's like if someone is your same age, they still don't know what your intentions are, but they assume that the reason why they don't know it is because you're just retarded.
I feel like you can get a better feel of people your age than you can of older people, I guess. Cause like I don't
Yeah.
know, cause like I think of like buddy as like a disrespectful term, but like if an older person says it, it's just kind of like maybe that's just what he calls people. But if like a younger person, I'm just like, all right, this dude just thinks I'm stupid.
Who was the last person to call you buddy?
Ah shit. Someone I work for, that I freelance for, he just pat me on the shoulder and said, "Good work, buddy." And like
Uh-huh.
that was like, cause I think I fucked up that day, so I didn't know if he was just like. It's like I can't tell because it's like one on one like side I like fucked up, on the other side I was like hustling the whole time I was working,
Mhm.
so it's just kind of like, yo, no, it's a gray area.
Okay. Fair, fair. Let's see. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's also a race thing, I guess. It's just in the direction of white people.
What do you
You know
mean?
what I mean? Cause you know how like white people will have that thing with like people of other like colors that are like darker than theirs when they're like being loud, they kind of like automatically get like scared a little bit,
Are you
but
gonna tell
it's
the
nothing.
waiter?
Huh?
Should we tell the waiter?
The waiter? Oh, it's like- well, yeah, like that. But then like
Oh, just
maybe
cultural
it's
differences. Yeah, I
yeah, it's
guess.
like it's not threatening. It's just like they're just loud. And then when white people call us buddy, it's not like a demeaning thing. It's just buddy. Like when you called an
Buddy.
old person sir, like you could say sir in a disrespectful way to insinuate someone's old.
I don't know, when I'm greeted with anything but like dude or like
Your
man,
butthole puckers.
yeah, I'm just like, what does that mean? Because I think like
Maybe
some
maybe we're
dude
just insecure. You think that could be
probably
it? We're
like,
just
cause like some dude, I was like checking out at a store, I can't remember which one, and like a dude handed me my receipt, and he was like clearly older than me, and he called me sir, so I was like, this that just feels weird now. Like I don't know,
or
I'm
yeah,
not.
maybe you're just at odds with your mortality, realizing that you're not going to be here forever.
I think it's just weird because it's like you spend like the entire, well, you spent up until like you're around like probably like 18 or 19 going into your early 20s, like most of the time you're just spent talking to other people your age that like don't
Mm.
have to be respectful to you from like
Oh
school and
yeah, I guess
stuff, so
so.
it's just kind of like they just call you dude pretty
Uh,
much. But like when you get into a situation where you meet someone that like either it's part of their job or they're trying to make a good impression and they call you something other than like dude, it's just like I don't know, it's like a weird feeling. It's just different, you know.
it just hits different.
Yeah, it just hits a little different. Dude,
Yeah, well,
they
I
call me
mean,
sir at the sex shop, bro. It just feels a little different, you know what I'm saying?
uh, yeah. Um. Oh no, what happened? Oh, anyways. Uh, sorry. Um, but yeah,
That's alright, take your
it could
time.
be we're just getting old, you know. Wait, what?
It's okay, buddy, take your time.
Oh no, I'm just looking at my bank statements,
What, are
or
you
I mean,
broke
trying to
now?
log into my bank. What?
So are you broke now?
No. Well, yeah.
What have you been buying shit, bro? What have you been buying?
No, I haven't. I just don't have the amount of money I want.
What's the amount of money you want?
More than what I have.
That's a good mindset to have. They'll keep you grinding.
Yeah.
That's that's gonna make you a millionaire in comedy one day if you keep
Make
that
me
attitude.
depressed.
Or that.
Shoot myself.
I
This
want
isn't
more
filling the whole
money.
of religion. Just take myself out.
That's a good thing to talk about. What are your freaking goals, dude? Because we
Oh,
still
they're gonna say
got.
religious beliefs.
Yeah, we can go either route. Take a fork in the
Well, what
road.
do you think religion is even?
Uh, I don't really know. I think people like I think it's like just human nature to try and figure things out, and I think there's a lot of things that we couldn't explain at a time, so the easiest way to figure it out is to say like something else that we don't know about made it, you know?
Well, what do you think is the psychological purpose of that, even if that is the case?
What do you mean trying to figure stuff out?
Well, why do we do it?
Uh, I don't
Like,
know,
what
just
purpose does it
survival,
serve?
I guess. I guess we just got to a point in survival where I don't know. I feel like there's a point somewhere along the line we eventually were able to become comfortable enough where we didn't have to rely fully on instincts,
Mhm.
and we eventually just like got transferred into sentience essentially, or through like since there wasn't that big of an emphasis on instinct anymore because we were like getting into like tool usage and different shit like that, we eventually like got to a point where we could think about shit. Well, like other animals are just kind of like, I need to do this. My body's telling me I need to do this. I gotta do it. But we got to the point where we're just like, I wonder why that mountain's there. I mean, that's a very basic talking about it, and there's probably a bunch of steps I'm missing, but yeah, I guess it's just we kind of figured out everything that we needed to survive, so we're just like, let's figure out other stuff too.
Okay. Because, like, I mean, for example, the Greeks, they were pretty sophisticated, and some might argue, well, I mean, they're the ones to basically coin logic and reason and philosophy and all that
Did they invent the
nerd
shit
shit.
rivers, or was that the Romans?
The what?
Did they invent like the shit rivers, or was that the Romans?
Sewage systems, aqueducts?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that's right.
No, wait, you're right. It was the
Was it the
Romans,
Romans?
but
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, they stemmed from
Yeah,
them,
they're all around the
I guess.
same like Mediterranean area, right?
Yeah, something like that, something like that. But I think maybe what we think of it today and what it was might have been completely different in that things probably got lost in translation over the years.
Wait, you think the Greeks figured it out, but they talk stupid, so we couldn't figure it out?
Well, I mean, like, not that they figured it out, but they like used it for something, and then we just found it later on, and we didn't know how to use it. Kind of
Yeah.
like say some like there's a nuclear holocaust, everything gets blown away, and then like millions of years later, a new civilization finds like an iPhone.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
But instead of that, it's like concepts and ideas. Like what if like the a kid 1,000 years later finds like calculus homework
Hmm.
or like a comic book or something.
They just find the number one issue of Sonichu. My ancestors. They knew.
What did these guys believe in? Oh no. They think that's like the base religion of like North America.
Yeah, some kid in like 3005 is gonna be like on a
Waiting
field
for the
trip.
second coming of Sonic Chew.
He's gonna be on an archaeology field trip, and he's gonna discover a Sonichu comic, and it's gonna start a whole new religion.
What do you think those their crusades are gonna look like?
I mean,
What do
is
you think they'll be
technology
fighting
gonna
for?
keep? Oh, what they're gonna be fighting over? I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably Chris and Liquid Chris.
But like what, their respective holy lands or
I don't even know, man. Probably just possession of the sacred comic. There's just gonna be one dude appointed to run around on the battlefield like it's capture the flag. People have to
or
try
no,
and
they'll
kill
be
him to get
fighting
the.
over like the NFT of the comic or something like that.
Yeah, that's probably more likely. They're just gonna photocopy it and put it
Yeah.
up on the internet. What do you think about NFTs? Because that, like, I haven't read into it to like understand it. It literally looks like people are just like buying JPEGs that only you can hold on to or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, it's something like that. Well, I think the end goal is so that like artists can directly like get some portion of the profits for the value of their piece of art. And then also I think these are like the future of like museums and stuff.
Are you calling the lady that filmed the Charlie Bit My Finger video an artist?
Um, no,
I saw that was an NFT and it sold for like $1 million. That shit had me sick.
but she did record a crucial instance
In web
on the
culture, yeah.
timeline, I
I
guess.
guess you could say that. I don't know, it's just weird. Every time I try to get into it, like I click on a video and it has like it's just some fat dude with like the influencer voice and I'm like, I don't want to fucking hear this. Fucking nerd.
What's the influencer voice to it?
Ah, fuck. It's like, whoa, guys, check out this new thing I found on the internet today. It's kind of like that shit. Or it's like
Oh,
they're talking with like fake enthusiasm. Like you can tell like there's like a layer of their voice that's just dead and they're just reading off of a script that says act enthusiastic.
how do you think they get to that point?
I don't know. I think it's one of those things where it's kind of like I really want to be famous and you don't have an artistic plan going forward.
You're not talented in any way.
Yeah, essentially. Cuz I see like there's so many people that like they'll read or they won't even read. They'll literally watch a video about some other dude that read a Wikipedia page and then they'll try to make a TikTok out of it.
Oh, and they point like up and stuff
Yeah, and they're
at
pointing
the
at. They just have
yeah.
like a JPEG of the general topic they're talking about, and they just point at it, and they're like, "This guy died 5 years ago," or like some shit like that.
It's honestly beautiful. It's fame commodified.
It's just I hate. There's even like a smaller like this actually pisses me off because it's just weird. Like there's like people are gaining a following from this. Like people will literally watch a video, screen record it, and then like put it as a green screen and then literally just film themselves pointing up and saying, "Look at this." Like they're like, "Hey
Yeah.
guys, look at this thing I found," and that just plays the fucking video. Like they just completely rip off content.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah,
See how
fuck it.
fast see how fast of an audience we can gain from just pointing at stuff?
Yeah, it's weird. It's not.
Do you think that's it? Do you think people just want tour guides for life?
I honestly kind of think it's at that point. Like people don't want to look for things on their own. They just want to like scroll down a for you page and find people to like tell them about shit.
Yeah. I don't want to figure out. You tell me how the world works.
It's weird because like none of those pages are centralized around a topic, so it's like people aren't even interested in single things. They're literally looking for just anything on anything that could be like interesting.
Hmm.
So it's like they're. I'm starting to think it's mostly just kids that follow these
Yeah.
pages. But
Yeah.
it's just kind of because like I've seen like I think it's like small brain people too because I know like some relatives that follow pages like that. It's just weird, man. It's weird how like the internet was like really creative and now it's just boiled down to like copying each other just to get views.
Well, honestly, there's that, but also the crazy thing about the internet is that it's a thing where everything that has ever existed can exist all at once.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like you could have like George Washington and like Bad Baby just like in the same image.
That's
Or
crazy. Imagine if like some I feel like if someone drew like two icons from different generations in like the olden days it would just be shot. Like if you drew a picture of like if you just drew a picture of like Joan of Arc next to George Washington, people will think you're a witch or something.
well, it's like there's like a weird like acceptance of the fact that that can be now to the point where it's like I don't champion isn't the word, but like I don't know how to describe that feeling I got when I first saw like the how when Stan Lee died, his face like cut in half and having like X be the other side of it.
That's fucking crazy. Imagine doing that when JFK died. Like
Yeah,
fuck,
imagine
who was what's someone that died in like the 20s?
the
Those like
20s.
I'm trying like think I know Charlie Chaplin didn't die in the 30s, but imagine if someone did like nah, who's a dead guy that died in the 20s? When did he died in like 1964, right? John F.
Oh,
Kennedy?
I think so. But
Uh
honestly, like his face next to like Elvis or something, that wouldn't be that crazy, I feel.
I think the reason why it's crazy is just because it's like such a different genre. I feel like everything from I think this is like the only time period where like everything can be so vastly different.
Yeah. Everything's so the same but so different.
Cause like I think with people like X and like Mario Joda, like there's people that like really enjoy that kind of music, but then there's like everyone else just kind of looks at it like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Uh-huh.
Like there's like three different people. There's people that enjoy stuff ironically. There's people that hate stuff, and there's people that enjoy stuff like for real.
Hmm.
And I wonder if there's like, I wonder if that ever happened like before.
Well, honestly, that do you think that's well, I think that's kind of what happened with like the 2016 election. They like ironically like voted for Trump just to see just to prove or like see if it was possible that notion that anyone could be president.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know about that election because like I think that was like the most voted for election up until that point, which is crazy because I think like the Obama election before it, like there was only like 40,000 people for each party that voted, and this year the population didn't grow that much, but there were 70. No, there's
Hmm.
70 million people that voted this year.
Yeah.
So it's just like crazy how like
So yeah, so like as long as you are the person who's the most popular at pointing at green screen stuff, or you are the person that is being pointed at the most by green screen people, you could potentially become the president. That's kind of like what he did with the news. He would say crazy shit that would offend like news people, like on CNN and MSNBC, calling them like pussies and stuff. And then like Fox News, they took his side. He was like, "Oh, we're macho with you," and he just got the most eyes on him. And then he just became a real thing from
yeah, it's
well,
crazy.
yeah.
If you could have voted, would you have? Because I could have voted in this election. I didn't. But I'm talking about like the 2016 one. Like, would you have voted?
Well, here's the thing.
It doesn't matter,
I
but it's kind of like.
I think so because in 2016, I was on the baseball team. Uh, I wanted to be cool. I mean, I was cool with them. They were cool with me.
Oh, yeah, you were an edge
Uh,
tart. I forgot.
yeah, I was pretty edged out. Plus, like every day I would see like ISIS execution videos because that's all we would like show each other.
I think that's weird because I was on the exact opposite side of that. Like, I remember in like. I was like really liberal in like 10th grade.
Uh-huh. But why was it? Because for me it was definitely it had to do with the baseball team for sure.
I think the people I just hung out with at that time were like
And
really like I think like pot at that time was like a liberal thing, so everyone I knew was like liberal based off of that.
okay. And you're a skater too, so did that have any play?
Not really. A lot of skating people are racist.
But
uh,
like I feel like they're like genuinely like angry racist. Like on baseball, they're just like racist for fun though.
no, yeah, I think I've met like two or three people that are skateboarders that are racist, and like they're like like genuinely racist. Like
Well,
they
yeah,
wouldn't talk
like
to people of a different race.
Well, yeah, because like with skating, there's no like barrier to entry. You just need to have the skateboard. But
There,
like,
it's kind of a weird thing because, like, I don't
well,
know.
technically, right?
Well, yeah, you can skate whenever you want, but it's kind of like if you want to have friends in that, like, it's kind of weird. Like, if you suck at skating, or at least, like, if people can tell you're, like, a beginner, they won't, like, befriend you for some reason.
Hmm.
Like, you essentially have to have a friend going in to make friends there. Like, you can't just show up and be, like, dog shit, because no one will want to talk to you.
So, are you saying at the skate park, people find out their friends are racists?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. But yeah, well, like for baseball, there's like a bit of a higher barrier for entry. And
I
I
wouldn't even
guess,
say that, because I mean,
well, no,
like,
I was gonna say, well, with baseball, you kind of don't need friends going in because like you'll kind of be forced to become friends with your teammates anyways.
oh yeah, like that. Yeah, there's no cooperation in skating. That too.
Yeah.
So like there's like no reason to like talk to people essentially if you're just there to skateboard.
Hmm. But yeah,
It's all weird, bro.
but I think the people that were the most efficient at being like edgy and racist and stuff were the water polo kids.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I don't get what about that sport.
Just brings it out.
Any aquatic sport attracts like edge tards for some reason.
But what do you think that is?
I don't know. I think it could just be like
The fluoride in the water?
it might be that. No, I'm
Do
thinking
you
about
think
it. They just
back
drank
to
way too much
conspiracies?
chlorine.
Yeah, because you know, or chlorine. Wait, do they
Fluoride?
put fluoride in? Fluoride is in the drinking water. Never mind.
Fluoride isn't toothpaste.
In the public water that you get from your sink.
I can't trust people that be drinking tap water, bro.
Do you drink tap water?
Nah, I filter it.
How how good is your filter, bro?
It's pretty good, bro. I'm not gay yet, if that's what you're asking. And no fluoride makes you gay.
It does?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like that's like a Nazi like experiment that they did?
They just gave a dude a bunch of fluoride and see if he started liking dudes. Man, I wish that was like the only thing they did.
Oh, my manager, she's super into conspiracies and stuff, and she was telling me about like apparently they have a bomb that doesn't kill anyone, but like you know how Alex Jones was saying like they're making the frogs gay or they're putting chemicals in the water that make frogs gay?
Yeah.
Well, apparently they're making bombs with that chemical and they like are using it to like if they wanted to, they could turn like a population of like dudes gay.
That's crazy. They
And then
gotta
the
bomb
only
our city with that shit, bro.
no, but
Give me
the
some
first
friends
thing that
around
came to
here.
mind when she told me that was like, imagine being a suicide bomber for that.
Would it make you gay or would it kill you?
It doesn't kill. It's non-lethal.
It's still a bomb. It explodes.
Yeah, but
If
the
it's
thing
called
that
a suicide bomber, Ramses, that implies that the bomb kills you.
no, but the thing that it shoots out is are these chemicals that make you like dudes,
So you just have like a tank strapped to your back and you just walk in a public place.
and then you walk out and you feel different.
Walk out feeling different, bro. How would they even test that?
I don't know. That is a good question.
I don't think like there's anything that can make you gay besides money.
Wait, what'd you say
Nothing.
besides what?
Nothing.
All right. But yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff out there. What are we at? What time?
4:44.
4:44.
No, it's
All
not.
right.
I'll cut it
We,
there, or I'll cut it like right after we're done
we'll,
talking.
we'll we'll wrap up soon. But yeah, do you have any things coming up, Michael?
Any things? Just work and then working on the Cool Arrows channel.
All right.
That's
You
pretty
got
much it.
got any new videos coming out you want to tease that?
Personally, no. I haven't started anything yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably gonna start
Or what's the
stuff
last video that came out?
tomorrow. What do you mean? Oh, stuff that we made?
Yeah, or that you put out.
I think it was called like Sigma Male Gang Beast or something like that.
Oh, the Gang Beast video.
Yeah.
All right.
We have another one of those coming out, probably same day as this podcast.
All
So
right.
the
All
chances
right.
of you listening to this and also watching the video are very
Are
slim.
quite slim. Yeah.
But feel free to give us feedback on that. Like and subscribe, bro.
Yeah. 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 All right. Toodles. Have a good week. Bye.